What you see here is just a large group of items that I traded for yesterday at the Adorno Street Fair. I have people, friends, that there's items that they have that are difficult. They, like, say they're selling on Amazon or they're collecting, and they get stuff that they can't really sell on Amazon because what happens is there's the fees and the shipping kind of eat up all the profit in it. So they decide to trade with me for items that I can sell better at the flea market because I can sell them cheaper than on Amazon or eBay because I don't have to worry about the cost of shipping and eBay fees to me, which could be as much as $20 of the profit on an item like a PS2. And it's very helpful to them because generally what I trade them for is items that are more valuable, like better games. I'll just say Mario, Zelda games for an example. Other rare games that either they want to resell on Amazon and are willing to do the work, or that they want for their collection. But anyway, this is a bunch of stuff, and some of it I was holding, but the person said, okay, I don't need this anymore because I haven't seen them in a few weeks. Actually, I didn't get a chance to go through this, and they're actively buying all the time, and they found some. So some of it's returns, or stuff I was holding that will be available for sale now. If anybody sees anything they want, you know who you are. So anyway, let me just... and the reason I'm willing to do this is because I sell at flea markets, and I go through these periods where I don't find a lot of games, especially during the winter and whatever. And this works out for me because now I can sell PS2 systems, and if they buy a PS2 system from me, they generally buy games, and it keeps the ball rolling on my part, and I have items which people are looking for, and they don't have to go on Amazon. I save money buying from me anyway. I did trade for about 4 PS2 systems, and they're mainly, I think they're all complete. I think they have AVs and everything, right? So, and one came with a memory card, and I traded items where I traded like some Pokemon games for one system, another system, and a couple of commons, because again, I could have put them on Amazon myself, but you know, I have plenty of stuff to put on Amazon, so it's good to just have stuff that I can put on my tables at the flea market, so people come to me, they always see I have fresh stuff. One of the things I traded for was a Wii, which is, I think, basically complete, but the sensor bar may have problems. So I probably have the sensor bar for that. What else did I get? I got in terms of systems, I got 4 PlayStation 2s. I got an Xbox, which is not complete, but just the power supply, and I'm almost positive I have one of those floating around. The Wii, and this actually, since I know the person, I'm going to try and sell a Super Nintendo for him, and I'll have to add. He didn't have a controller. I'll add one in, and I'll just jack the price a little bit. He wants 25. I don't know why he spent so much for it, or he's trying to make a little bit on it, but it rattles, and it has been smashed, and it almost looks, well, no, that's tape holding it. It's rattled, it's been taped. Cosmetically, it is for crap, you know. And he has an old AV on it. I don't know. If I have a newer AV, I might add it, but I'll have to talk to him about that. Anyway, here are the games that I either traded for or got back, if you're interested. Curse of the Were-Rabbit, Mass Effect. That's Xbox. Okay, the Xbox 360, Mass Effect, Halo 3, Gears of War 2, not very valuable games, but I traded these for commons that he was interested in. And, you know, the thing about when you trade with someone is there's like a trading etiquette, right? And basically, for me, my trading etiquette is if you're going to trade with me, either we both should be very happy with the trade, or we both should be equally disappointed, like you didn't get everything you got, you paid a little more, and the same for me. But the other thing is that everything should always work, because if I'm trading with you, I've generally tested everything, and I like to see that you're trading me stuff that works if I'm trading you stuff that works, because if you trade me stuff that doesn't work, I won't trade with you, and I don't think anybody should, honestly, you know, if someone's trying to beat you. Halo 2, Gears of War 3, Ultra Bust a Move, Harry Potter, that's for the Xbox. Nothing special. Zexil, I don't see that game too often. I got some PS1s, either that I traded or I got them back. I got a Pac-Man Namco Museum 1, Activision Collection, and I got a Pac-Man Namco Museum 3. I believe the most valuable of the Pac-Man Namco museums is number 5 for some reason. I don't really know. I think it's 30, 40, something like that. Time Crisis. It's got like an arcade base. MDK. Yeah, Mortal, whatever, Combat. Okay. PS2 games that I got. I got some loose discs. Sims 2. Grand Theft Auto City, and I got Grand Theft Auto 3. And again, like, I didn't have to lay out any money for this, and this is great flea market stuff for me, and it helps fill my table, so when people come they have things to look at. Ultimate Ninja 2, Sonic Mega Collection. Games like these have very little value online. The Suffering, X-Men Legends, Gauntlet, Dark Legacy, and I'm better off selling them at the flea markets for Midnight Club 2 for $4 or $5, sometimes 3 for $10. Sonic Riders, PS2 Burnout, Ultimate Ninja 2, Sonic Mega Collection Plus, Naruto, Ultimate Ninja, Prism Chapter 1, The Dark Unicorn. That's my phone going off. Weird music. I'll check it later. I don't really care. The Fast and the Furious, and Simpsons Road Rage, which might have a slightly bit more value than the others. Continuing on with my trade, with this background music, I got 3 GameCube memory cards. I got a Namco Museum. I got now these are all Game Boy Advance. Gadget Racers, Donkey Kong Country 2. This has got to be the longest message song thing whatever. Okay, it's finally over. Spider-Man 3. Mario Pinball Land. I had like $8 on that. Tetris DX. Going on to Game Boy. I got a Naruto. Something Control 3. Ninja Control 3. Bubble Bobble. Okay, I might put some of these on Amazon. Sometimes if they're really clean, and even though they're not worth much, they're still difficult for me to sell at the flea markets. Battleship. Batman Returns. We're doing Sega Game Gear now. Which have very little value. Art and Senna's Super Moving GP3, Psychic World. Okay, let's see. Arch Rivals, the arcade game. That's Sega Genesis. Okay, here's some Nintendo 64 games. I got Doom 64, South Park, Tetrisphere, Racers, Virtual Pool, Elmo's Letter, Adventure, Rugrats. A mix of not very valuable games. Tigger's Honey Hunt, Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, Beetle Adventure Racing, Paperboy, and Major League Baseball. Yeah, and again, when it comes to trading, you know, you have to consider a lot of times when you're trading with someone that if you're getting something very good and you're trading someone like me, for example, you're trading me something that's about the same value, you have to also consider into the fact how long it will take me to get my money back on stuff like that. And that's sometimes that's why I'll ask to sweeten the deal, because if you trade me like this last bit, I traded these CDs and these DVDs for one game, and the game was I don't know, $25 or something like that, maybe a little bit more on Amazon, but I had a price I think $25, and that person that I traded with can take that one game, put it on Amazon, and immediately be able to sell it. I mean, it's desirable, a good game that somebody would want. I, on the other hand, may take months to sell these games. So basically, I pay a certain amount for DVDs and CDs. So I paid that amount, and over time, I will make more than if I had just sold the game on Amazon myself. But I consider the investment in time as part of the interest. That you know what I mean. But I did get some good CDs. Nothing great. Some Aerosmith. I like best ofs. You know, Leonard Skinner. I don't find a lot of Leonard Skinner around, so for me that was a good deal. Bon Jovi. I'm in Jersey. Best of Blur. You know, I got to check that. I actually like Blur, so I want to check that. And for my friend, if he decided to watch this and wait till the end, who likes DVDs, this will take a moment now. Walk the Line. Wizard of Oz 2-disc, The Mummy, being John Malkovich, which I don't know if anyone's aware of this movie. This is a fantastic movie. Michael Jackson, people love Michael Jackson. Office Space, Dora. Kids' DVDs are very sellable at flea markets, garage sales, whatever, Pirates of the Caribbean, and Batman Begins. Anyway, that covers everything that I did trade for yesterday at Adorno's.